Good morning, all of you. The last chapter was completed yesterday, and we are starting grammar chapter today. Okay, so and the name of the chapter from your grammar section is direct and indirect speech. Direct and indirect speech. This is the name of your chapter, new chapter. First thing, what we should understand about this chapter, the basic things we are discussing today, the basic knowledge that we should know before to learn how the direct speech sentences are changed into indirect speech. Fine. Before learning that how the direct speech sentences are changed into indirect speech, we should know some basic information about these. That what is a direct speech sentence? What is direct speech sentence? What is indirect speech sentence? Fine. We are going to learn that. What is direct speech? What is indirect speech? See, direct speech sentences are that kind of sentences when we tell or when we just what happened? When we tell the actual words of a speaker, then that kind of sentence will be called direct speech sentence. As like you are saying, my mother says, comma, inverted comma, you are a good boy. You are a good boy. Fine. So this kind of sentence is a direct speech sentence. ये जो है आपका ये direct speech का sentence है. कैसे पता चल रहा है direct speech sentence? Because we have quoted the actual words of the speaker inside an inverted commas. Quotation marks के अंदर हमने जिस भी person ने वो words को बोला है उनको as it is quotation marks के अंदर रख दिया. यहाँ पर देखिए, my mother says, we are telling, my mother says कि मेरे मम्मा कहती है you are a good boy. If your mother is saying to you, so you will say you are a good boy. Fine. Now if you change these words according to you, as like your mother always say you are a good boy. Now this about this sentence, about this wording, you are telling me that ma'am, my mother says that you are a good boy. क्या हम वहां पर भी you use करेंगे? Will we use good? Will we use you there only? No. अगर आप you use करेंगे तो इसका मतलब you are saying me you are a good boy. So we have to change the words according to us. There should be a change in the sentence when someone else is repeating those words. Fine. So what the indirect speech will be made? My mother says that, my mother says, comma, inverted comma will be removed now. Fine. From in a direct speech sentence we use comma, inverted comma. But when we transfer these words, when we change direct speech sentence into indirect speech sentence, we remove these commas and at the place of these commas we use that conjunction. Conjunction एक use करते हैं that to connect both the parts of the sentence. ये एक part है sentence का. This one is the first part. This one is the second part. अभी क्या बोलते हैं इन्हें ये भी बताऊंगी मैं आपको इनको. Fine. First I am just giving you an example of direct speech sentence and indirect speech sentence. So You are a good boy. My mother says that you will be changed into I. I के साथ आर कभी नहीं यूज होता. I am a good boy. I know that you people did not understand still. मुझे पता है कि आप लोगों को अभी कुछ भी नहीं समझ में आया होगा. धीरे धीरे समझ में आएगा. Slowly and gradually you will understand that how this you will be changed into I, how R is changed into M, and some other rules also. Fine. First thing, as like this sentence is written here. My mother says. I'm giving the same example to you again. You are a good boy. Same example we are taking. Now you can see that this sentence is divided into two parts. ये जो sentence है हमारा two parts में divided है. First part is this and second part is this. Okay. This part of the sentence. एक second. This part of the sentence that is written outside of the inverted commas. The part that is outside of the inverted commas, that part is called reporting verb. Reporting verb. This is called, means outside of the comma. The words which are there outside of the comma, that will be called reporting verb. And the words that are written inside the inverted commas, within the inverted commas, within the quotation marks, that part will be called reported speech. Have you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
The part which is given outside of the inverted comma, that will be called reporting verb. The part that is inside the inverted commas, within the inverted commas, that will be called reported speech. Now, when we change direct speech sentence into indirect speech, first thing we should do, that is we should concentrate on reporting verb. हमें रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब पर कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना है. कैसे कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना है, क्या किस चीज पर कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना है, व्हाट थिंग शुड बी केप्ट इन माइंड, दैट व्हाट दिस वर्ब बिलोंग्स टू, व्हिच टेंस डज इट बिलोंग टू, which tense does it belong to. Okay, as like it is says, it means which tense it is? Hanji. This says is present tense. Fine. Present tense. When the reporting verb is in present tense, when the reporting verb is in present tense, the tense of this part means reported speech. The tense of this part does not change. Tense का change नहीं होगा. Tense does not change. Means अगर ये present है, it will be present. If it is past, then it will be past only. If it is given in future, then it will be future only. We cannot change present to past. Present means first form को second form में change करना नहीं कर सकते. If the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense. If this verb will be says or will say, if this part of the sentence belongs to present or future tense, then tense of this part does not change. Means reported verb का tense change नहीं होता है. Have you got that word? Did you
Yes,
get
ma'am.
that?
Yes, ma'am.
I will give you so many examples also. I will give you so many examples. Fine. With the help of examples, we can learn it. Fine. Just a second. See, we are removing this. We are taking some examples now. He says to me, I'm a good dancer. Fine. Now see, the reporting verb is in present tense again. The reporting verb is in present tense, means says, we are having says. Fine. It means the tense of this part will not change. Which tense it is? M. M पे ध्यान दीजिए. Concentrate on M. Which tense does it belong to?
Present.
Present tense. Fine. So it means present का present ही रहेगा. We cannot change it into past or future. Got it? Now we are changing it. He.
Yes, ma'am.
He says to me. Comma, inverted comma will be removed. Okay. Then it will become that. And I. He says to me, I am a good dancer. ये जो I है actually, ये किसके लिए बोला गया है? He के लिए बोला गया है. ये I will tell you how it is, how can we recognize this. Fine. So I will be changed according to he. And it will become, he says to me that he के साथ हम use करेंगे हम. Do we use
Is.
Is. Very good. He is a good
dancer.
dancer. थोड़ा बहुत clear हुआ कुछ?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now one more thing I want to tell you.
Something clear.
Very good. If you are understanding that, then it is good for me and for you also. Now, listen one more thing. See, while changing the direct speech sentences into indirect speech, when we are changing the direct speech sentences into indirect speech, three kinds of changes take place. Three kinds of changes. First kind of change is change of pronoun. Second kind of change is change in tenses. And third kind of change is change in words and expressions. Words and expression. Or you can say time and expression. You can call it time and expression, you can call it words and expression. Fine. Now, क्या है ये change? One by one we are going to learn that change of pronoun. What is a pronoun? How many kinds of pronoun we are having? Pronoun is the words which are used at the place of a noun. The words which are used at the place of a noun. That will be called pronoun. Fine. Three kinds of pronoun we are having. First one is first person pronoun. First person. Then second person pronoun. Then third person pronoun. Fine. First person pronoun are I, my, me, we, our, us. These are first person pronoun. If you are talking about second person pronoun, you, your, yours. These are third person, second person pronoun. If we are talking about third person pronoun, he, she, it, name, they, them, his, him, her, their. These are third person pronoun. Fine. So we should concentrate on these words. If we are having first person pronoun, if we are having first person pronoun, how it will be changed? If we are having second person pronoun, how it will be changed? If we are having third person pronoun, how it will be changed? अब ये जो प्रोनाउन हम तीनों की बात कर रहे हैं, ये कहाँ पर चेंज होते हैं? ओनली इन रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. ओनली इन रिपोर्टेड स्पीच इट इज चेंज्ड. प्रोनाउन का जो चेंज होता है ओनली इन रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब में कोई चेंज नहीं होता. रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब में ही रहेगा, मी ही रहेगा, आई ही रहेगा, यू ही रहेगा. फाइन. द सेम प्रोनाउन विल बी यूज्ड इन रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब, बट if we are talking about reported speech, while changing the direct speech sentences into indirect speech, the pronouns are changed. Fine. How it are changed? How these are changed? This is a simple rule that SON upon 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 is called first person pronoun. Changes according to subject. It is called subject. Fine. It is called object. It is called no change. Now just concentrate. First person pronoun is changed according to the subject. I is a first person pronoun here or not?
Yes,
I
yes,
is a first person pronoun or not? I have told you that how many which pronouns are first person pronoun, which pronouns are second person pronoun, and which pronouns are third person pronoun. I have already told you. These are
Yes,
I,
ma'am.
my, me, we, our, us. These are first person pronoun, and I is first person pronoun. That's why we change it according to he. He is subject here. Are you getting? Are you
Yes.
getting now? Why
Yes,
why we have changed this I into he? क्यों हमने चेंज किया था I को he में? अब समझ में आ रहा है आप लोगों को?
yes, ma'am.
ओके.
Ma'am.
अगर यहाँ पर my होता तो भी वो उसी के अकॉर्डिंग होता, बट इफ यू यहाँ पर you होता, he says to me, you are a good dancer. Then you is a second person pronoun. It will be changed according to object. Object क्या है यहाँ पर? Me है. Fine.
Me.
So यहाँ पर क्या हो जाता? I का I ही रहता फिर. You जो है वो me के अकॉर्डिंग चेंज होता, तो ये I बन जाता. We will discuss it later on also. We will discuss one by one. Fine. So the basic information that I wanted to give you about the direct indirect sentences, I think it is clear to you. First thing we have learnt in this chapter, first thing we have learnt in this class, what is direct speech sentence, what is indirect speech sentence. First thing which we have learnt, what is indirect speech sentence and what is direct speech sentence. Second thing what we have learnt, the part that is outside of the inverted commas, that part of the sentence will be called reporting verb. The part that is inside the inverted commas, that part will be called reported speech. Got it? And how
Yes.
these changes are done, how the changes are done, that we are going to learn in our next class. Fine. So for today, this was all about for today. We will meet in our next class tomorrow.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.